right now. We're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, we're live on Twitter. Hello, everyone. So in today's live broadcast, what we're going to have a look at is this. We're going to look at how to install an onion septic tank. How to install an onion septic tank. Now, I've dealt with onion septic tanks before, and but today I'm going to give you the lowdown. So I'm going to show you exactly how to install an onion-shaped septic tank. So let me just get my chair comfy here. So what do I mean by an onion-shaped septic tank? Well, let me have a look here. Let's have a look. All right, so there's a typical onion shape. I've just gone on the internet and found this picture that seems to typically represent what an onion tank looks like. Okay, so I'm going to show you right now how to install one. All right, so let's crack on and let's rock and roll. All right, here we go. All right, so the first thing, number one, that you need before you can install an onion-shaped septic tank is an onion-shaped septic tank, of course. Right, okay, so there's an onion-shaped septic tank. Okay, so let's go and have a look. So this is typically what an onion-shaped septic tank will look like. Okay, so there's an onion-shaped septic tank. So you've got the lifting eyes there, and you've got the lid on top, and you've got the two air vents. So that's an onion-shaped septic tank. All right, so now you've got your onion-shaped septic tank. What's the next thing that you need? Well, you need a digger. All right, yes, and not just any digger, mind. So let's get the digger. Oh, okay, so we've got the bucket here, so let's pull out a bit. So there we go. So we've got the digger. All right, so we've got the digger. Look at that. So we got our tank, and now we've got a big digger. So those are the two most important things that you need if you're installing an onion-shaped septic tank, okay? All right, so once you've got your digger, okay, so what digger do you need? All right, so typically I'd go for a JCB or a backhoe like this, 10, 15-ton digger, something like that, because the holes for the onion tanks are quite deep. All right, so you've got your digger. So the first thing you need to do, of course, which you know anyway, is you've got to dig your hole. All right, so let's just take a grass section out here. So we've got a cutaway section here. So let me show you. So number one, you've got to dig the hole. Oh, I think, there you go. Ta-da! So you've dug your hole. So you've used your digger and you've dug your hole. Now, as you can see, they're quite deep, the holes for the onion-shaped septic tank. So if I get there you go, that's better. So they're quite deep, the holes. So you're looking at about 12, 13 foot deep. So that's why you've got to have a big digger. All right, so once you've dug your hole for the digger, the next thing to do is to connect some straps or some rope through the lifting eyes. All right, so there's your lifting eyes here. There's your lifting eyes. So connect some straps or some lifting eyes around the onion tank, and then lots of people actually pick it up with a digger bucket. Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you exactly what I mean. All right, so there we go. All right, so with a digger bucket, oops, sorry for zooming in. So with the digger bucket, you literally lift the tank up. So as you can see on there, the rope or the straps have gone through the eyes that are specially designed on the onion-shaped septic tank. So literally lift the septic tank up from the ground and then literally just get the driver to lift it in place. So this is the hole underneath the tank. So once you've lifted it up, it'll rock left and right, a bit like on a pendulum, but just wait for it to just settle down, calm down. Then once it's done that, all right, so once it's done that, that's what it looks like from down below. So don't get below the tank, but once you've done that, you can then lower the tank into the hole. So let's show you that one. All right, so there you go. So there is the tank lowered. Oops, sorry. That's the onion tank lowered into the hole. So nice and slowly, gently does it. All right. If you've got a big digger, then it really is no hassle at all. You can just literally gently drop the onion shape septic tank into the hole. Once it's in the hole, you can then twist it around. You can get your levels. All right. So that's typically what everyone does. Okay. So the lifting eyes are very strong, so they'll accommodate the rope or the straps that you've got. All right, and so you can literally leave it an inch or two off the ground, and then you can maneuver it into place nicely there. All right, so once you've done that, then literally you can, there you go, you can put the tank onto the bottom of the hole. So that's the onion tank now safely at the bottom of the hole. All right, so that's pretty straightforward. Now it gets slightly bit complicated because they're onion tanks and they're very light and they're made from fiberglass, right? What they've got a tendency to do is to pop out of the ground. If there's any moisture or water in the hole, these tanks are notorious for popping, literally popping up out of the ground. So what you've got to do, you've got to anchor them in. Let me show you how to anchor it into the ground, okay? So this is what we call an anchor system. So there you go. So typically, this is what we call an anchor system now. So you've got two straps. All right. Can you see the straps there? All right. So the straps are connected to like a big lintel. And the lintel, basically, very heavy lintel, holds the tank down. So if there's any water pressure pushing up, trying to push that tank out the ground, the straps and the concrete lintel there will stop it from popping out of the ground. And that's important because typically it can take about a day to dig the hole and get the tank into the hole. So once you've done that, what's the next step? Well, the next step, if we just go back to the video here, look, if I just show you here, oops, gone to the wrong one. There you go. So as you can see in this picture here, let's try and make it a bit bigger. As you can see in the picture here, now they've backfilled with, I think it's like a dry mix in there. You can use a dry mix, so you can spend all day having a cement mixer to put all this stuff in. Or if you want to do it a lot quicker and spend, I don't know, 600, 700, 800 quid doing it, lots of people, what they do, they get a cement mixer in. So let's get the cement mixer in. Okay, so there we go. So there's the cement mixer. All right, so just get a cement mixer in. You can work out the cubic capacity of cement that you need by the size of the tank or the size of the hole. So once you've worked that out, then basically through the chute there, you can put a pipe from the chute, but basically from that, you can then literally pour the concrete into the hole. All right. So that's what the tank looks like once you've concreted it into the ground. So typically, you have to put the concrete in stages. If you notice here, although it's like dry cement there, if you notice here, they're putting it in stages, because if you put too much wet concrete in straight away, the actual septic tank will pop up from the ground. Let me give you another section here. Let me give you a cross section. All right. So this is what it looks like as a cut section. All right. So if you put it in too quickly, then the wet cement will get to the bottom of the tank and go here, and it'll push the tank back up out from the ground. So you've got to put it in stages and keep that tank weighted down. What I typically do, if I have to put the onion tanks in, I fill them with water first. Once I put the anchor on them, I then backfill them, fill them up with water just until it reaches the outlet pipe. Then I put the cement in. All right, so then once you've put the cement in, let me show you what it looks like from the proper point of view. There you go. That's what it looks like. So that is what it looks like once you've got it all cemented in. And this little bit here is just a cutaway section, okay? So that's just a cutaway section. So if I put the grass back, and let's get rid of the concrete mixer. Oh, let's get rid of the concrete. Where's it gone? Cement lorry. There you go. So once you've done it, all right, from an aerial point of view, that is typically what the onion tank will look like once it's installed. So there you go. So obviously he's doing that by hand there. Okay, so that's what it looks like for him when he's finished there. But just looking, so there you go. He's putting the concrete in there, and then obviously he's put the soil back over the concrete. But typically, I mean, that's good. I mean, as I said, I don't know who these guys are, but obviously they've taken a picture of it in stages. But the point being is, that's how to install an onion-shaped septic tank. So listen, thank you very much for taking the time to watch my live broadcast today. Hope you have a great Thursday, and I will see you later.